Welcome to Talk Hospitality to me. I'm your host, Farouk Rajab, and with me, my co-host, Victoria Majakamo. Welcome, Victoria.
Thank you, Farouk. Glad to have you back again this week. We missed you last week.
I know, I keep getting kicked off this show. I mean, I'm starting to get worried here,
Yeah,
Victoria.
you should. No.
I know, Maria's doing a fantastic job.
She
Yeah,
is.
yeah. And I'm very excited. Today we have with us Leishla Moldando from Loma. And Leishla, congratulations, first of all, for being finalist for James
Yes.
Beard Award.
Thank you so much.
That is
For-
amazing.
It is. It's
Like, you
huge.
should be 1,010%, like, so proud of yourselves.
Oh, we're so excited. Yeah,
Such-
we couldn't have imagined that it would go this far, so we're definitely excited to be a part of it and excited for Chicago in June.
That's awesome.
No, we have a very important question on the drive here. Victoria and I were questioning, like I said, Victoria, do you think Leishla will take us with her to Chicago in June? Like, is that a thing?
You're welcome to come.
Can we go with you?
We're actually taking quite a few people with us.
Really?
so
Oh, really?
Tag along, yeah.
Oh, I
Fruit,
thought we
you
were the
gotta-
first to
yeah.
ask. Yeah, but Victoria and I are ready. We're ready.
Yeah.
This is something that we, we're such a small team at Loma, so it's going to be the entire team, our daughter, and then my in-laws as well, and I'm sure that
That's
more of
awesome.
our family will want to tag along. So
That's
So
fantastic.
awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, this show at Talk Hospitality to me, the idea behind it is to show, future generation of hospitality leaders, career pathways, and career pathways are so different for so many people. And
Mhm.
we've been doing this for quite a few months now, and we're amazed by the different pathways that lead people to a career in hospitality. So, Leishla, talk to us. Tell us, what was like from the beginning? Where did you grow up?
Mhm.
Where did you go to school?
Yeah.
Tell us
so-
your life story, I
Yeah.
guess.
I'll make it short and sweet. But so I grew up in a small city called Chelsea, Massachusetts. It's right outside of Boston.
hmm
Primarily Latin neighborhood, so many folks from Central America, Puerto Rico, and then a large Haitian community as well. So I was always surrounded by a lot of culture.
Mhm.
I went to Chelsea High School, which is the only high school in Chelsea, but it was great. I had a lot of great teachers. I did not graduate high school, sadly, but I went on to fulfill my hospitality career right after that. So as far as being in Providence, I've been here for about 11 years.
Wow.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
And what was your first, like, hospitality job?
It's kind of hilarious. I started started working in food service at a Subway.
Okay.
Ah.
Hey, that's a
Yeah, I
hospitality
was a
job,
sandwich
right?
Artist, yeah. I loved it though. I thought it was great. I loved the idea of structure. They're very structured with how they create sandwiches.
Mhm.
And then I quickly moved on to the Hard Rock Cafe, which is where I fell in love with hospitality. The way that they train their staff
Mhm.
and they pay so much attention to detail as far as entertainment and things like that. I fell in love on day one. So
Wow.
yeah, started off at Subway, but then shortly went over to Hard Rock, and it's kind of where I was molded into a host, and shortly after that, a bartender.
Wow.
Which Hard Rock?
In Faneuil Hall, it's no longer there
Yeah,
anymore,
yeah.
sadly. But it was such a great location. It was always busy. Steven Tyler often made appearances.
Really?
Yeah, that Hard
Cool.
Rock.
So, Leishla, do you consider yourself a Bostonian or Rhode Island?
I do, yeah. I mean, I grew up there, so
Yeah.
it was like that's home. That's
Mhm.
always been
Mhm.
home. This has been my home for 11 years, and I love it.
Yeah.
And it's where my daughter grew up, so this is just another chapter of the journey.
Yeah.
So.
What made you come to Rhode Island?
A lot of it was we kind of had to find another place to land. So, growing up where we are, the secret was out that it was a really great place to be. It was very close to Boston, so
Mhm.
it became unaffordable really fast.
Yeah.
So at the time, we were saving up for a home to raise our daughter in, and we just couldn't afford it. So we came out here to Woonsocket for a wedding, and
Okay.
my partner was like, "Let's go to Providence. We haven't been there since we were teenagers."
Yeah.
So we came out, took a walk on Benefit Street, and we were like, "We have to move here."
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Amazing, yeah.
Yeah.
We always say we're better than Boston.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I
Much more affordable.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we talk a lot about every night people kind of ask us about Providence. We get a lot of travelers, and I get to talk about how like wonderful and creative it is. And
Mm-hmm.
what I love about Providence versus Boston is that there's so many small business owners here.
Yeah.
So if you loved this place, you're likely being served by or to talk to by the owner. So
Mm-hmm.
there's a fostering of this creative like small business community here that Boston just doesn't have because it's unaffordable to do
Yeah.
so. So I do love Providence. I love Rhode Island as a whole.
Fun fact about Rhode Island: we have 119,000 small businesses in
That's
Rhode Island.
insane.
It's insane
That
for a
is
very
crazy.
small state that has
Mhm.
only 1 million people.
Yeah.
That's a huge number of small businesses, really.
That is. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So after Hard Rock,
Mhm.
and then you moved to Rhode Island, where did you end up with your career?
Yeah, so before I moved to Rhode Island, I did have a few other places of employment that also kind of continued to mold me. There was
Mhm.
a place called Zuma's that's no longer there now, but they were kind of the place that I learned high volume bartending. We made $4 margaritas every night,
Oh,
$16
wow.
pitchers. It was crazy, but it was the first place that I began to build regulars.
Okay.
So, and then a couple of places shortly after. But once I got to Providence, I interviewed at a place called Dirk's
Mhm.
when they were about to open.
Yeah.
And that story is kind of great because I kind of was a regular at the Eddie, and they're owned by the same
Yep.
Mhm.
folks. And Jen Davis, who was the bar manager at the time, she noticed I was probably a bartender because of my drink order.
Yep.
So
What
she
was that drink order?
a Naked and Famous.
Okay.
And a lovely cocktail. I love that cocktail still to this day. But she asked me if I wanted to interview for Dirk's, a new project.
Mhm.
And whenever I go to an interview, I always bring a gift. So to kind of show them that, you know, I'm thankful for the opportunity and kind of to show them my range. So I brought them a syrup that was like very different than what they'd had before, and they ended up hiring me at the Eddie instead.
Really?
On top of the Dirk's, but mostly at the Eddie.
Was the syrup something that you made?
Yeah,
Okay. What was that syrup?
it was. This is like 11 years ago. It was
Okay.
like-
You don't have to remember. It's
I kind
okay.
of remember. I know that it had galangal, some toasted oak, and lime zest, but I don't remember the other things.
Okay.
Wow.
But it got you hired,
Yeah.
right? So it must have been really good, right?
Listen, that's
Yeah,
the tip of
that's-
the day. If you're
yeah.
going for an interview,
I've
bring
never,
a gift,
Yeah,
right?
I never thought of
I
that.
never
but,
thought of that
like,
either.
That's a great. That's a great tip.
For sure, for sure.
Wow.
Especially when you're new to a city, they kind of don't know who you are. So I was
Mhm.
like, listen,
Mhm.
I know how to do the job. I really want to work here, and I really, honestly, really wanted to work at the Eddie. I was okay with working at Dirk's. It was great while I was there, but I loved the Eddie so much. It made me feel like I was home. So
Yeah.
Well, Eddie still continues to impress. It's still in downtown Providence.
Mhm.
And I'm really enjoying this conversation, Leishla. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back with you.
Thanks for joining us again. And if you're just tuning in, we're with Leishla from Loma Bar. So right before break, we kind of touched upon the Eddie, but we want to get into like where you are now with Loma. So can you kind of tell us how you envisioned Loma and how you actually made it come to life?
Yeah. So it was always kind of something that we wanted to do for the last 10 years. So for this last decade, my
Mhm.
partner, myself, and my brother-in-law have been saving up money for this. So it was always the path. We were always
Okay.
going to do something like Loma,
Mhm.
whether it be Loma as a bar or Loma as a cafe. It was always going to exist. So it was just always in the cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been bartending for about 15 years now. Sorry. And hospitality is so natural to us because
Mhm.
of our culture. I'm from Puerto Rico and my partner is from Guatemala. So it's kind of ingrained in you to be hospitable.
Yeah.
So we wanted a place that kind of made us feel as welcome as our culture does.
Mm-hmm.
And we were also kind of on the search for a place that was as accepting as we want bars to be.
Yeah.
Because, you know, as Latinos and Latinas, we often don't find that to be the case.
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted to create a space where there's no doubt about it. You were welcome no matter who you are.
Yeah,
So.
that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So what the name, Loma?
So Loma in Spanish means hills and valleys. And that was because it pays homage to the backgrounds of our family's homes.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like an image on our gift card that I don't have with me today, but it's the background. It's my partner's family's home, and you can see in the distance there's a bunch of lomas. And that's the same for my family in Puerto Rico.
Wow.
Yeah, and it has a double meaning because we're in Federal Hill as well, so it satisfies both.
Yeah. So
Well, I'll tell you, like in this past January, I went to Puerto Rico for the first time in my life.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing culture, amazing people, good food. You know, it was so inspiring to be there in person and to get to experience it.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying, you know. And but back to Loma. Loma has a distinctive hospitality brand of its own, like the way you drive hospitality in that space. What made you do that? Like, why it's that brand of hospitality at Loma?
I think ultimately, you know, when we were creating Loma, we wanted to make sure that we were creating like a community gathering space at the end of the day. And people will go out and they're spending their money that they worked really hard for to come and have a drink and kind of meet whoever they're meeting and catch up. So we just wanted to make sure that people felt like they were taken care of. Back in the day before, you know, everything became very flashy, that was the focus point, was hospitality. So we kind of drew a line in the sand where we were like, let's put a definition on service and let's put a definition on hospitality, and let's figure out how we can blend both in a way that feels sustainable to us, as well as when we hire people within our space that translates a message. So you know, like I was saying, we were leaning on a lot of our culture. You going to Puerto Rico, you probably saw a lot of people being extremely friendly to you. That's just who we are as people. We are caring, and we always want to take care of other people. So did not come hard to us to just want to be caring to folks that came in. So it's hard to kind of like explain how it happened, but because it just comes to us so naturally. So we just want to take care of people.
That's awesome. Yeah. And so I need to know, what is like your favorite cocktail to make? Or what's your go-to drink that you're like, this is like number one, like always will be my drink?
Well, I no longer drink anymore. So I have been sober for about 5.5 years.
Wow, good for you. That's awesome.
It all started with, you know, what everyone starts with, weight loss.
Yeah.
I wanted to look good and feel good.
I'm sober off bread for 24 hours.
It's a hard thing. But my drink of choice was always a rum and Coke. It was still, if I drank again, it would be my favorite drink. But I love making this one cocktail that's like a very known to be hard cocktail. We make Ramos Shin Fizzes, which is like a cocktail that you have to emulsify or shake for a really long time in order to top it off with soda, and then it gives you like a meringue top. So we make like dozens upon dozens of those every single night. Wow.
It's a lot of shaking.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
And guests will come in, especially bartenders who know that you don't order that at a bar.
Yeah.
We just have them ready to go for them because we're like, listen,
we know that you want this, but you don't want to do it to us. But we got you covered.
Leishla, I don't like any sweet drinks.
Yep.
Right? So I come to Loma. What should I order?
Oh, man. So we have a few. My favorite cocktail right now, so all of our cocktails are listed by number. There's no names on them. So the newest cocktail is a number 17. And this is where we kind of blend culture with like cocktails. So we use some gin, a little bit of nance, which is a Central American fruit that's like apple, pear, but also has a note of Parmesan cheese.
Parmesan cheese.
I know. Where did that come from? I know. We were like pears and apples.
So it's really, really funky, and we make that in a cocktail that we carbonate and put on draft. So it's like gin, a little bit of acid-adjusted vermouth, some lemon verbena tonic that we also make, and then the nance as well. So it's like refreshing, effervescent, and a little funky. Wow. So that's the cocktail you should get.
Wow.
So number 17, I like how you don't have drink names in their numbers.
Yeah, it makes it easier for us.
It makes it easier for probably you, for people to order, right? It's just...
So I bartended once upon a time, and it feels like I'm on a different planet. When I talk to Leishla, like you're so advanced to everything I know that I love it. I'm enjoying this.
I've had really great mentorship throughout this journey, so it's
awesome.
Great.
And Jen Davis is really cool to talk to about cocktails too.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that's a great inspiration.
She played a large role in kind of building me up to who I am today. I credit a lot of my career to Jen Davis for sure.
She's awesome.
She is awesome. What is one thing that being a co-owner of Loma, you realize like this is exactly where I'm meant to be. Like we got here. I know you always had that goal, but now that you're there, like, do you ever see like expanding, or you're happy where you are now?
Oh, for sure. We do have dreams of having more Loma-esque places. Right now, we're trying to get this one off the ground and make sure that we can be here for a long time and not just for right now. And then once we have that set in stone, we definitely have plans to open a few spots in the future.
That's awesome.
Right now, we're working on we're almost fully completed with our lab space that we kind of do a lot of R&D. We have like all of our tech equipment there. And it's just kind of where we try to play around with cocktails and understand what kind of pull flavors from whether it be a rotovap or a centrifuge, so we can then go on and do something like that at the bar.
That's awesome.
We're perfecting our space right now, and then in the next year, hopefully, we'll start planning for another space.
How old is Loma?
Loma is 1 year and 5 months.
Yeah.
She's still a newbie. So.
Yeah.
A year and 5 months.
Yeah,
You were actually finalist in Rhode Island for the Anchors Award as the best newcomer in the state, and now you're a finalist for James Beard.
Yeah, well,
that's amazing.
It's been a crazy year, but the first thing that happened was that we were Best New Bar nominee for Tales of the Cocktail on month 4. On month, I think it was 8, we were named one of the best new bars in the country by Punch, and there was only 5 listed in the entire country.
Wow.
And then James Beard happened right afterwards. So we have been kind of running since we opened.
Yeah.
And I think James Beard, you're 1 of 5, right?
Yeah,
Am I right?
yeah.
1 of 5. It's in the country.
I know.
Crazy.
It's amazing.
So we'll take another break. We'll be right back with Leishla from Loma.
Welcome back, and if you're just tuning in, we're with Leishla from Loma Bar. Welcome back, and I just need to know, what piece of advice would you give your younger self if you could go back in time, right? I mean, what would you say for somebody, 15, 16 watching? What would that advice be?
I think for me, so growing up, it was a very hard journey to kind of get where I am. And while I had some teachers that believed in me, I did have some teachers that did not believe in me, and they made it really well known throughout my time in high school. So I think it's just kind of don't believe what anybody has to say about you, and you just have to find the belief in yourself. Like I was saying before, I did drop out of high school. I didn't go to college, and I'm a self-taught entirely bartender. I've never gotten a degree. And I think it's just believe in yourself and don't listen to anything else that anybody has to say about you.
Yeah. I mean, like we said, the James Beard, everything that you just spoke about in that last segment of like all the recognition you've gotten and everything just proves to yourself that, that past year and 5 months it was, right?
Yeah.
Of Loma, and now look at where you guys are. So that's just amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're going to Chicago and you're taking us with you.
I know.
It's
like
huge.
We'll get a party bus.
Yeah. Might as well.
How big is Loma? How many seats?
So Loma is 16 seats, but 23 total. We do have like a side rail that people can stand on before they transition to a table. So very small. We only have 4 bar stools.
Yeah.
So the space there is super curated. People kind of always want to sit at the bar because they get to watch us kind of hand squeeze juice, because we squeeze juice to order. They get to watch us cut ice, so they always kind of want to sit at the bar.
Yeah.
So.
And the reason I brought it up, I was talking about Loma to somebody the other day. People ask me all the time, recommend a place. And I said, have you tried Loma? And they're like, is that a speakeasy bar? And I'm like, it's not a speakeasy, but it's like that. It's like very, intimate.
Yeah.
Intimate space, and it's very hospitable space, but it's very edgy, creative space. So that's how I envision your restaurant. So I just wanted the audience to kind of like hear about that size, intimacy of it.
Yeah, and I will admit, we are a little bit hard to discover just because we don't have a big sign, which my dad yells at me about all the time.
You don't need it.
Yeah.
You don't need it. You're a James Beard finalist.
Yeah, they're going to find you. They
You're going to be a James Beard winner soon, so why?
Yeah, they will find you.
Well, our host and maitre d', Adam, he usually stands outside when the weather's nice. So you'll see a tall guy there.
There you go.
You can't find it, yeah.
That's awesome. Where is your favorite place to go out to eat when you're not at work?
I have so many. So I'll list the top maybe 3 or 4.
Huh?
But I love Dolores. I'm going there
Of
tonight.
course.
Yeah.
Of course.
I love Palo. I think that their space is so special.
Mhm.
They've got such a great range of Spanish tapas, so really beautiful. And then an iconic gift horse and the Oberlin as
Yes.
well. I love those places. I go there when I'm trying to sneak away. They kind of stuff me in the corner and a bunch of mussels, and there's no judgment.
Yeah. We love that.
Great choices, though.
Yeah.
Great choice. Excellent. All of Providence, you stuck to the city.
Yeah.
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 Well, I mean, this Providence has such great.
No,
food.
it is.
I don't
No,
even,
You don't
yeah.
even need to
You don't
travel
need to
far,
leave.
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't drive, so I'm kind of stuck in this area.
That's okay. You're stuck in a good. You're
In
in
a
a
good
good
spot.
area to be stuck, right?
That's a good problem to have, not to drive. I was
Yeah.
complaining about how much I drive today to people, but like, that's fantastic.
Yeah, none of us have our license or drive, so.
Really.
Yeah.
That's
Wow,
great.
that
Yeah.
is-
I love it. That's what Providence is all about. It's a very
Yeah.
walkable city. It's very intimate. You know, you don't need really.
You don't know.
You
Yeah.
don't
And
need-
your daughter is turning 16,
Yeah.
right? Do you think she will go for her license and drive, or?
She's definitely brought it up, and it's funny you asked that because I just was with Jen, and she was like, "Hey, I'll teach her how to drive," and I was like, "Absolutely not! I'm not getting on the road at 16."
Yeah. Yeah.
Too early.
Yeah, it
But
is.
she'll be the first in our family to get her license. That'll
That's
be a
awesome.
fun feat.
Yeah.
We'll celebrate.
She'll be driving you around. Then
She will be.
she'll take you out of that Providence, and
Yeah.
then you'll have.
Leishla was scary.
Yeah.
For it. Wait for it.
Yeah.
I don't recommend it.
I'm probably not gonna get in the car.
Yeah.
She's probably throwing rocks at me now. She's listening to this episode.
Yeah.
But it's so exciting to be, you know, like to have a conversation with you about Loma. But was Loma everything you dreamt it to be?
Oh yeah, I think I was really nervous about how the public would receive Loma, and I was, we were just a little unsure. It was something that was a little more curated, and it's small, and a lot of places that we've been to, especially in Rhode Island, are a little larger than us.
Yeah.
So we are on Spruce Street, and there's it's just kind of parking, and then there's the iconic casertas and pastiche,
Mhm.
but you kind of have to want to go to Spruce Street in order to come to us.
Yeah.
So we're just we're definitely excited with how people have received it. It's exactly what we wanted. So
How did you find the location? Like, how did you know that was the right spot?
so it just happened that way. We actually own our home on the east side of Providence, and
Okay.
in that space we have a storefront that was empty for a very long time, and that was going to be number one.
Mhm.
But that also required a lot of rezoning and things like that we just didn't have the time for at that time.
Yeah.
So my family and Osmond's family, my partner, we were all able to purchase the building. So
Oh, wow.
we knew that if we were going to have a bar, we had to make sure that we can purchase the building.
Yeah.
So we did that back in, I'm going to skew the date, but probably 2020.
Okay.
And then we just knew Loma belonged right there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. And are you able to have a work-life balance being a co-owner? Do you make it a priority to kind of,
Oh,
have
yeah.
that? Yeah.
Yeah, I make it a priority.
That's awesome.
I actually don't. So my daughter doesn't have a cell phone, and
Okay.
which is pretty, unheard of at 16.
No, that's
Hey,
a
no,
great
that is good.
great decision on her part and on you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she
It's
would.
probably
say
not
that
her-
Yeah, she
Yeah.
thinks about that.
It's okay, though.
She's wishing for one for her birthday.
Oh,
But
cute.
I, because of that, I give her my cell phone because she's in high school. So I
Mhm.
give her my phone from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. So I'm unreachable from those hours, and
Oh, wow.
my days off are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So you cannot reach me for regular working hours. So
Love
I
it.
Wow.
take full advantage of my
Yeah.
time off.
As you
That's
should.
awesome.
As you should,
As
right?
you should, yeah, 100%.
And where is your favorite place to travel? If you have one destination, what would you say is your go-to?
We go to New Orleans a lot.
Ah,
Really?
Yeah.
That's the second guest we've had on the
Yeah.
show that said that.
Last
that
week,
was
the
their
same
favorite.
answer.
Yeah.
I think we've gone since that and New York. We go to New York a lot as well. We go to New York maybe twice a year.
Oh, wow.
I find myself going more this year.
Mm-hmm.
But New Orleans is the same. We try to go at least once a year, and we've been going since 2018. So
Wow.
love New Orleans.
Yeah, I'll
Have
have
you
to
listened? Have you listened to jazz at Preservation Home?
You know it, yeah.
Yeah. You have to.
Yeah. So it's It's just too hot. Otherwise, I would try to see how we can spend more time there. But it's
No, stay in
way too
Providence.
hot.
We're
Yeah.
okay with you.
Oh,
here,
no.
Maura.
Yeah.
I'm staying.
Yeah.
I can't go anywhere where my hair will get a little bigger because of the humidity. So
I know we're pretty lucky here, except sometimes in the summer, but
yeah.
I'll take it.
I hear you on that too.
Oh, please. And I know, just really quick, because I know we're cutting close to our time, but if you were, I know you mentioned maybe expanding and having some other locations, would you stay in Rhode Island or would you expand out of Rhode Island?
We would definitely want to have some more of a footprint in Rhode Island for sure. I think that ideally we'd like to be somewhere on the east side,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'd hope to be able to go back home too, like have a place back home.
Yeah.
So I would love to open something up back in Chelsea so we can have like local,
Mhm.
you know, people that were born and bred in these areas that start a business there. I'd love to open one in Chelsea at some point, and also in East Boston where my partner's from.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Leishla, this has been a very exciting half an
Yeah.
hour. We really appreciate your time you took. I know it's a family day for you too today. So thank you for taking the time.
Yes.
We appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much.
I was
Yeah.
very excited, very proud of you, by the way.
Mhm.
Thank
Very
you.
proud of you and Loma team. We know all the hard work you've put in, and you put you didn't just put Loma on the map. You put Rhode Island on the map.
Mm-hmm.
1 out of 5 bars in the country is a huge.
Huge.
Thank you.
Very huge.
I had
Yes.
some great teachers along the way, and so I appreciate the praise. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.